All right, can you hear me now, Evie? Mic check, mic check. Always something, right? Just checking, can you guys hear me all right? Sound is fixed. Okay, let me fix it over on YouTube. 1 second, guys. Mic. Yeah, I think it's working on YouTube. All right, thanks for the heads up there, Evie. You joining us this week, Evie? Are you coming into the war room? All right, good. See if my... All right, Dave Perry can hear me over on YouTube. Good. All right, guys, thanks for the heads up. Let's get started. Let me grab my report. Hope everybody had a good week last week. I was on vacation. I did trade every damn day with my team, and we had a great week. I didn't go live. Allowed me to sleep in on vacation an extra hour. So, yep, I believe it, Jesse. Meta has it out for me. They've totally screwed me over, so. Eventually, I think we'll jump completely to YouTube. So make sure you guys follow me at Student Alpha on YouTube. I'm going to start doing some TikToks here soon, too. All right. Excellent. Again, questions, tickers, throw in the comment box. A couple minutes late here since we fixed the audio. Good to see everybody. Guys, I strongly encourage you to consider doing my VIP. You can trade this entire week with me for free. Right? All right. Data, we're open. There should significant data drop should start tomorrow. The big one this week would be 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, non-farm payroll. If the employment numbers are lower, we expect an interest rate cut in December and metals to run. If it's the opposite will occur, right? So it's going to be. I told everybody it's going to be hairy when all this data starts dropping. So, all right, let's get into ES, MES. Open price 67.64, high day 68.01, lower day 67.40. Resistance at high day in 68.10, support at lower day in 6700. Our bias is white line right here. Guys, look at this. My traders, look at this. Look at this. Boom. Right through the VWAP. Paid massively. Our next short availability is about 67.50. But this was a good read here. Not bad. I mean, it was through bias price. So, but look at this VWAP projection right here. Boom. All right. If you don't know how to trade these, join my group. All right. So RTY M2K. It's the Russell 2000, folks. Open price 23.97, high day 24.08, lower day 23.88, resistance at high day in 24.10, support at lower day in 2300. The buy is short below 2400. When I did report, it was confluenced with the VWAP. The VWAP is dropping, which, I mean, it's only a couple points, right? Actually, RTY is running in the same price zone that it did Friday. Our next available short is going to be right around the bottom of the diamond, guys. The bottom of the diamond. Again, look at this read. Look at that read. That was beautiful. If you were on it about 7 a.m. this morning, you hit some pretty good reads. Mean reversion levels are 2400, and which we smacked up against, right? And then dropped, and then 20, or is that right? I'm sorry, it's 2600 and 2200. I read the wrong thing. All right, let's get into gold. A lot of you gold traders out there. Boom, boom, boom. Again, questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box, guys. I'll get to them here in a second. Gold. So for XAU, we're almost par in pricing. Just subtract one. Basically identical pricing between XAU, USD, and gold futures. Open price, 40.84. High day 41.07, lower day 40.50, resistance at high day in 41.10, support at lower day in 4,000, bias short below 40.90 right here. At the bottom of the diamond, we actually have an anchored VWAP, or nope, that's a trend line. Nope, is that? Nope. Yeah, anchored VWAP right there too. So defense as far as flipping bias, that VWAP, look at this read through the VWAP. That was beautiful. All right, our next available short It's going to be about 40.74. Yes, we're hunting shorts. The bias is short. I'll talk about it in the war room. I'll talk about it in the war room. Make sure you join me. Have a game plan today. We had a good week last week. We really did. I had limited resources trading on a laptop. I'm glad to be back. I'm not glad to be out on the beach, but I'm glad to be back at my trade desk where the information flow is so much more seamless. All right, silver. So we're still in backwardation. Take these. This is. Let me do futures. See, talk about this seamless information flow, and I'm fumbling around. All right, guys. Again, people joining, welcome. Questions, tickers, throw them in the comment box. Get to them in a second. Silver futures, we are still in backwardation, folks. So you have to take the numbers I give you here in silver futures and add 22 cents to understand where the underlying XAGUSD is. Open price 50.39, high day 51.12, low day 50.11, resistance at high day, and then 51.50, support at low a day, and then 49.90. I think it's going to be extremely tough for it to break $50 or $49.90, $49.85, unless Thursday's information comes out where unemployment's bad, right? So I don't think we break it. I honestly don't think we break it. Or if we do break it, it'll be a false break and bounce back up. So we'll see. Although for the folks in my Discord, I put out the video this weekend talking about a potential daily double top in silver. Yeah, breaks that neckline. We're gonna drop $4 to $6. Make sure you, when I put out those videos, you guys watch them. If you're not in my Discord, you don't get to watch them, but the recaps are pretty damn valuable. And appreciate everybody reaching out, telling me how valuable they are. That feedback is well appreciated. But anyway, we're short below 50.90. We're our next short. What I'd like to see here, guys, on this one is that VWAP test and then drop down. That will be a super clean read. We'll be watching for it. Otherwise, if momentum continues down, we're going to have to trade second reads. As if you don't know what those are, join my Discord. I spell it out for everybody. If you want to trade live with me every single day, click the link in my bio. Join my free Discord. In that free Discord, go to the Get VIP channel, and you can trade this whole week with me for free because you get 7 days free. If you can't trade every day, it doesn't matter. If you can only trade a couple days, you're going to pay for your membership. Okay, platinum, folks. So, so for XPT, subtract 15. That's the underlying. Open price 15.59, high day 15.72, low day 15.44, resistance at high day in 1600. Support at low day in 15.10. The bias is short below 15.62, and the daily short. Our next available read, I think, is going to be the same thing: VWAP test and cross down. So we have a couple of options on that. The NYMO and NAMO oscillators, guys, we got to start keeping an eye on them. In that, so the NYMO and NAMO oscillators are going to be important because they're negative 20, negative 35. If they get below negative 60, we'll talk about a bounce. And the VIX is 21, so we're still in selling in the markets. We'll see how VIX opens up. So, can everybody still hear me? Can everybody still see me? It looks like I may be frozen on Instagram. I don't know, that's what it's showing me. Let me know in the comments. Technology, I hate it. All right, so let's talk about our swing trades. So Tesla, currently 397. NVIDIA is currently 186. I've been reached. A lot of people have reached out to me about Tesla. Yes, I'm frozen. Hopefully you can see my charts moving. That's weird. But you can hear me all right. All right, well, no idea what's wrong with my technology. But anyway, a lot of people reaching out to me about Tesla. Good. Are my charts frozen? Thanks for the, sorry about the technology, but can you see my cursor moving? I know you can't see me moving. My image is frozen. I know, that's freaking crazy, isn't it? Charts are fine. Okay, that's fine. You just get to see the side of my head. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. But anyway, about NVIDIA, we need to regain $200. You need to start tightening your stop losses. All right. So Let me see if I can. There we go. Let's see if I can fix this on the fly for. Oh, okay, I see what the problem is. I can't fix it here. It's NVIDIA broadcast. It's thrown in the air. That's all right, guys. You can just look at the side of my head. I'll show you the charts. BBAI 605. The buy zone is $5 to $6 right now, so it's real close to the buy zone again. I own it at 550. Stop loss is 399. QBTS is 2355. Support at 21. My stop loss is at 20. Ethereum's at 3155 or 3125, and Bitcoin's barely hanging on, folks. So let me look at. I know I'm frozen, but my charts aren't. Let me get in to see what questions you guys have here. Let me scroll up. All right. Yeah, I need to, as far as my image is concerned, I need to reboot my NVIDIA broadcast software, and I don't know why it's thrown in the air, but that's fine. All right, no tickers. Well, you guys are easy on me today. All right, so what about Tesla? You were saying something about Tesla. Yeah, let's bring up Tesla. Stand by. Let's look at Tesla. Well, yeah, TSLA. Zoom out to the one day. This was so you can see that the downside support that I have here is about 360. It needs an overhead resistance right now is about 420. So if you own this below this price, I suggest you hide somewhere right around 355 to 360. On a severe drop, our next support level are these two, this red and white line, guys. What that is the white line is the IPO price, the red line is the all-time high. Those are pretty significant. So if we drop down and you're looking to enter, that would be a good entry point. That's also a good stop loss point just on the other side of it. So there you go. Remember, you can trade it directionally every day with TSLL or TSLS. All right, let's get to my pre-market volume leader, guys. Sorry about the frozen image down there, but I'm glad you can still see my charts. All right, my pre-market volume leader is SGML. I've actually traded this one before, which is no surprise. I've done this long enough that more often than not, I get ones that come up that I've traded before. Yeah, you're welcome, Lugabo. So SGML is a pre-market volume leader with a move up of 50% on earnings report. Previous day close was $6.06, and then pre-market high was $9.79. So that's your fib, right? You start at the top and go down. Too many people do their fibs wrong. That's a whole nother lecture. My area of interest is between 775 and 825. Look at that. Come down and just tapped my box. Now I made that I made this box when price was up here. I didn't just put that in, right? So what I'm looking for here is my signal that I buy on. Come to my trading war room and you'll see what it is. And then I'm going to hunt 10%. So 10% or the VWAP, whichever comes first, right? We're hunting 10%. If we see a turn in this box, 10% or VWAP, all right? So whichever comes first. So this thing actually has pretty decent upward potential in terms of pricing, but I'm not going to call it a scalp to swing. So, all right, guys, sorry about the bugaboo in video. You get to see the side of my head. Click the link in my bio. Join me this whole week. 7 days free trading to see if it's of value. Go look at my WAP review, guys. The guys that are in my war room absolutely find a benefit. So, but I'm back. I'll be back every day. I'll be back tomorrow. So you guys have a good one. I'm going to head over to my traders in my Discord on Zoom to trade the day. Have a good day, guys.